What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the trailer reaction. And this is yet another sprinkle that we got from Marvel. This is Avengers Doomsday, the Thor portion. So I did a reaction. I recorded my reaction for Cap for Steve Rogers. I had my whole getup. I got the I had the hammer, I had the Cap shield, I was all Marveled down. And when I saw it, I was like, I don't know if this thing is going to really get traction. I know a lot of people liked it, but when I saw it, I was like, it's just Steve getting off a bike, going into a room, and then we all found out he has a baby. I mean, that's it. Nothing really compelling, nothing really like over the top. I mean, it made headlines like, oh my gosh, he had a baby. So, you know, I don't know. It was just, for me, it was like,
I want something more juicy.
Now that we finally got the official release for the Thor trailer, I got to say, you know, maybe this is just a tad bit more in the space where I'm hoping that it will give us something, you know, just give us something. I'm not saying it's going to give a whole lot, but it's going to give us something. But you know, I'm hearing that it's quite good. It looks amazing. I've also gotten some leaks about the X-Men one. I haven't seen it. I know a little bit about it. Shout out to Den of Nerds that was giving the breakdown to the breakdown. I know from Rob from Comics Explained. Son, let me tell you, son. I know he's just going bonkers because, you know, by now I'm quite sure he has seen most of the leaks that has been out there. But I want to be surprised. I don't want to see nothing. I saw it. I was looking at it. I was like, you know, because I often watch Den of Nerds, and I'm like, you know, what does he got going on? And I got to tell you, I was like, I got to shut you off. I got to cut you off. Not that I don't want to, because I really enjoy your channel, bro. But I had to cut it off because it was like giving me too much. I was like, I don't want to see it. No, I want to see it. So yeah. So let's just check out the teaser for Thor, for Avengers Doomsday. I know that it's going to be just as short, just as quick as the Steve Rogers one, but let's see. We'll see. If you are brand new here, thank you so much for stopping by and for checking out the channel. And hopefully that you guys will stick around, consider subscribing. And for all my OG Jawns that's been here, look at that number over there. Look at that. That's because of you guys. So from all of us here to all of you guys, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We're trying to end this bad boy for the year of 2025 with, you know, with a stupendous bangarooski when it comes to the numbers and getting us to over the hump of 23K. But we are happy with where we are at because 2026 is going to look even more better. All right, that's it. That's all we got here. Without any further ado, let's check this bad boy out, shall we? All right, here we go. Got my mug, so I'm ready.
Father.
All
my life, I have answered every call.
Man, it looks beautiful.
To honor, duty, to war.
They weren't lying. It looks great. It looks very down to earth.
But now fate has given me something I never sought. A child.
Papa Thor, baby. Daddy.
A life untouched by the storm.
Daddy Thors.
Lend me the strength of the old fathers, so that I may fight once more, defeat one more enemy, and return home to her. Not as a warrior, but as warmth.
Wow.
To teach her not battle, but stillness. The kind I never knew. Please, Father, heed my words.
Wow. 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 First thoughts that come to my mind is it absolutely does look beautiful. Looks great. Very earthy, very rich, down to earth. The colors are so brilliant. Like they're really vibrant. Like you can really see the blues in Chris Hemsworth's eyes. You can see the tones, the skin tones, you know, the trees, the grass, the greens are greening, the oranges is oranging, the sunlights, the everything just, it is well corrected in color, in a color palette that is very warm and down to earth. So it looks amazing. Second is the prayer, Thor's prayer. I had to sit back and just listen to it. I'm honing in on the words now. I'm really honing in on the words. 'Cause I'm just thinking he's just talking and rambling, but he's, this is something really like deep. That is a really deep to his, to Odin himself, because Odin is never gone. He's still there. But that's a deep prayer to Odin. Just those words that's some really powerful words. What do you guys think about that? Like, that gave me a little bit of a chill there. Much better than the Steve Rogers joint, but this gives chill. But here's something that I found that was very interesting, and this is point number 3 that I'm gonna make. Both Steve and Thor, and Tony for this matter, there's a feeling from the Steve Rogers trailer, which was no dialogue, by the way. It was just him just holding his baby. To this one, now that we all know that Thor adopted for a daughter, Lady Thor, or the other Lady Thor, not the one that was that we've seen from Love and Thunder, but the child from the adopted child. I am curious. You know how it's, Avengers Endgame, Tony made a sacrifice. Like, it was the one vision that Doctor Strange had, that was the one that was the end all to be all. And what, of course, Tony didn't know was that he would be the one to be the self-sacrifice to be the end of Thanos. My curiosity is wondering, because that was such an elegant send-off, being that was an Avengers movie, the fact that Tony had to do the ultimate sacrifice, because he did say to Cap, that, hey, I've got a lot to live for. I've got a kid now. I've got a life. I've got something to protect. Really, not to protect. It's not about me anymore. I'm no longer the selfish Tony that I used to be. I've got something to protect now. Given that ultimate sacrifice that he gave, to be the hero of all heroes, I am curious. Will Avengers Doomsday? It's just speculation. I'm not saying that I know that this is going to be what it is. And I'm curious if other streamers have actually thought of the same thing, but I'm curious. I pose this question out to everybody. As I'm really reflecting on it, I'm thinking to myself, are the Russos going to give the send-off to Captain America and Thor in the same elegance and light of being the ultimate sacrifice, because of the fact that they are now parents? Because we now know that Steve Rogers has a child, and we already knew that Thor is, being the surrogate, father to Love. Would it be that they are going to give an equally sacrificing type of send-off, to end their story arc, to end their journey? Are they going to do that? I hope they don't, but I'm curious, they did it for Tony. Will Thor? I'm curious. I'm wondering if it's Thor that's going to be the sacrifice for Avengers Doomsday, and maybe Cap will, maybe we'll end his story arc in Secret Wars, because we really don't know where the heck Cap really is. We got Cap that's out of time, that's already stuck in the past, and then we got Cap that's 90,000 years old, that's on the moon. Who knows which version of which Cap? I know they're gonna go for what we've already seen in the trailer, but ultimately, are we gonna, what is the trueness of where we're gonna go? Where's the story arc? Where's this going? So I'm curious as to whether or not if that's where the Russos is going with it. Pure speculation. I have no idea. We're gonna have to wait until we actually get the official, really dedicated trailer. when it actually will come out, probably sometimes in 2026. We don't know. Yeah, I'm curious. Is that what, or are they going to do that? Are they going to give the send off to these two characters, these two beloved characters, since they already did the, for Tony? Are they going to give for the Divine Trinity, Cap, Thor, and Iron Man? Are they going to give the Divine Trinity send off for all of these characters as well, for these two next Avengers films? For Doomsday and for Secret Wars. I don't know. I think this is going to be the end for Thor. I think that it is. I got this feeling that this is going to be end for Thor. But we'll see. Who knows, right? It's all speculation. I have no idea. I have no insider's idea. Marvel, if you want to send me something, send me something. But mum's the word that's going to be over here. But I'm curious if that's what they're going to do. If that's the end all be all. So I'm waiting for the X-Men. I don't want to see anything I can't talk about. I don't want to see anything about it until it actually officially drops. But this one, thumbs up. It gave me some chills just because of the heaviness that Chris's performances that he's giving to his father for the prayer. Just the heaviness and the weight of it. It gave me a little bit of chill. So yeah, thumbs up. Can't wait for the official trailer to drop, as I stated. Waiting for Spider-Man, whenever that's waiting for that bad boy to drop, whenever that's gonna, drop down. Who knows? Maybe it's gonna drop in New Year's, but the official X-Men one, I'm waiting for that one as well. So we're gonna react for that one officially. I know it's leaked everywhere. I know people already know what it is, but the official, where it doesn't look like, something that you got from a old VHS camcorder recording that's in the theaters. I want the official one, like how we have here for the Thor trailer. So yeah, can't wait. So yeah, join us again for our next trailer reaction as we head into 2026. And I hope you guys had a marvelous, fantastic, wonderful holiday season. I hope you got all the gifts that you wanted. And I hope that you are having a prosperous end of these couple of days now as we wind down the year and looking forward to a spectacular, stupendous, amazing 2026. Because I know I am, and I know the channel is. So yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you for all you guys. And as we always say around here, love is love. So be love. Rock steady, everybody. To the next trailer reaction, keep watching, everybody. Take care. Peace. Doo.